folks, how are you? You're looking quite fancy today, I must say. Welcome to day 83 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. Midweek, it is leg day, yes it is. We might get a bit more dynamic today, let's see how we go. You know, a bit of lunging, bit of working these babies. Remember when doing this, I know I always say, but particularly with the lunging, because if it's something you're not quite used to, you can really get a lot of tightness over here and then it can refer down to the knee. Same with if we're doing anything, working on through the calves, so jumping, you're on the toes. Particularly if you're working without shoes on a floor that's not sprung, which is probably most of us, you know, you can end up really getting those calves tight. And then also tightness in the glutes as well can also then refer all the way down. So what I'm saying is work with your limits. Please do variations that suit you. And if you find that you are tight afterwards, you know, stretch it out, use heat therapy, you know, just monitor that, because, you know, something small can then just cause you to put a bit of strain on something else in your legs further down the track. So with that in mind, let's do day 83, shall we? If you're sinking in with today's playlist, get ready, please. 3, 2, 1, go. We are going to start with feet a little further than hip width today. 1, 2, 3, and a bit. Just a really gentle knee bend. Now already with this knee bend here, if this is starting to happen, so you can feel more pressure on the inside rather than the outside, just sink your awareness into your feet. Think about getting that feeling of neutrality, so you're balancing between the ball of the foot and the heel, and also between the inside of the foot and the outside. But achieve this by the feeling of not so much of pushing your thighs out, but of relaxing through the butt cheeks and broadening across the pelvis, both in the front and the back. That will really also be helped by thinking about broadening across the small of the back, that and the hips, all this bit. Now if we really want to talk about it, actually it's going to connect to here, and you know, it's like the whole body's connected. It's amazing. So while we're doing this, just think about relaxing through the thighs. Top of the head wants to rise up. And now take the time to really just let that pelvis hang off the spine and roll through the shoulders. Don't put too much of a deep knee bend through this in this wider stance. Now this wider stance will really highlight the areas that you're tense. So it's a nice quick way to start to try and release some of those areas, rolling forwards. Just keep on thinking about the thighs being open, as in like the actual thigh muscle itself. Relaxing through the butt cheeks, lifting tall through the head, rolling forwards. Might be a bit of tension in there from yesterday's work. And just going one by one. Just keep that subtle knee bend. Really softening through the sternum, letting the sternum relax down to touch the small of the back. And going forwards. Keep upright with this for the moment. I know we often bend over. But for the moment, just stay lifting up through the head. Good. And then gently opening out. Really find the feeling of release through the pectoral muscles here, across the chest. And allow that head to passively float up towards the ceiling and let that open up the neck. And going forwards. Good, and from here, just rolling down through the spine. Keep the knees bent and roll the shoulders. Keep going, let the head be super heavy, relaxing down towards the floor. And rolling up through the spine, the knees nice and bent. Bend the knees, breathing in. Straighten the legs as you breathe and then relax down. Breathing out just to a subtle knee bend again, breathing in. And out. Just let the head relax down. Breathing in. And curve over a little more. Breathing in. Stretching out, then release down. Curving right over, breathing in, pushing through the floor with the feet. And now rolling down through the spine. Working the shoulders again. And now work them forwards. Good, keep the knees bent and just sink the butt a little bit, not too far. Back to a soft knee bend, rolling up through the spine. Beautiful, let's just go back to feet hip width apart and just circle through those ankles. Keeping the weight in the ball of this foot. Change direction. Breathe deep into the belly. So hopefully just with that feeling of being open, standing in that stance but concentrating and working on the inside, you can actually start to release a lot of the muscles without doing too much actual movement. Good, and hands on knees, circling. Just think about broadening across the small of the back here. And go the other way. That's my knee clicking. I don't know if you can hear that. It's great. Yeah. Good. Downhill skiing. Still releasing across the small of the back as we go. Good. And contra direction going forwards. And the other way. Good, just take the feet out wide. Reaching forward, send the butt behind. And then go down. Then go up again. And down. Use the breath. Breathing out, breathing in. Good, relaxing down, rolling up through the spine. Good, just roll the shoulders again. Good, slight knee bend now. Float the weight to the ball of the right foot, lifting the left. Pull the toes back, push out with the heel. So in this position still, head wants to passively rise towards the ceiling. Your butt wants to sink straight down into the center of the earth. So I'm coming up with the foot close to the leg, the knee rises first, pull the toe back now, push the heel out like you're stepping on someone's face. Just as a random analogy there. Going the other way. It's like you're hooking someone's foot. You're walking past and you go, whoop, thinking you're going to a party, were you? Nah, social distancing, yeah. Good, foot down, transfer across, other leg. Breathing deep, nice round belly. Relaxing through the small of the back. And the other way. Keep relaxing through the sternum. Don't let the head crunch. Chin is slightly tucked, lifting through the head. Good. Put that foot down. Go a little wider again and release the hips now. You can go a little lower. Yes, you can. Yeah, that's better. 2 each side. And front to back with the wrists. Wrists mid-height. And above your head. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, and circle. If only this was the moment when the postie walked in. I'm going to be worried about that now. And go the other way. Good, coming up. And we're going to kick out that. Just nice and release. Flick out all the tension we just developed. You can use the hands too if you like. Check to your sides and go sideways. Good. With one leg, we're going to circle. 2, 3, and change direction. 1, 2, 3. Back the first way. 1, 2, 3, and change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Changing legs, going out first. 1, 2. So I'm sinking down through this leg a bit. So there's a slight knee bend. The weight's in the ball of the foot. Otherwise, you put a lot of strain across that knee because of the torsion through the body. So keep that knee nice and soft. I think it's time for some squats. With the feet hip width apart, reaching forwards. Fingertips forward, butt back. Going a little lower each time. See if you can get down to the thighs being parallel with the floor. Good, now we're going to stay down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold it. Move your butt, move your shoulders. Love it. Rolling over, rolling up through the spine. Wider squats. Keep the knees over the toes and just put the hands up and down. Love it. Keep going. Hands are going to reverse now. Down. So you can get a little bit of a deeper knee bend now. Keep going because I know you love it. Good. To the side with the left leg. Try and keep it controlled all the way. Make sure you're putting your front foot out far enough that you have a right angle between the leg and the ground. Good, staying down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coming up, other leg. And go. Down. Try and control it the whole way. So you've got to engage through the core. Good, now we're going to stay down there. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, come up, hit the legs. Okay, we're going to do 8, 4, 2 and change. The chain's going to be a jump, but if that's not good for your knees, take it back into a step. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and change for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, for 2. 1, 2, slow 2, 2, and single changes. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it out. Kick it out to the diagonal. Get rid of all the lactic acid. Kick it. Breathe. You did amazing. Good. Coming to the end of your mat. So we're going to go squat. Left, right, left, right. Up. Squat. Left, right, to the right first. Squat. Right, left, right, left, and up. Squat. Right, left, rolling up. Good. Get the breath back. Rolling down through the spine. And just bend and straighten. Head nice and heavy. Don't have to straighten all the way, just straighten until you find a stretch. Good. Walking out into bent leg and twist. Make sure you're working on the balls of your feet. Butt nice and high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Into a plank. We're going to do our step outs into a star. So we're going to go right, left, then change to the left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Keep going. Right, left, left, right. All right, that's your baseline. If you're going well, we're going to go jumps. Keep the belly button pulled into the spine. Good, knees down, rolling up and reverse. Breathe, up and down. Good, leveling off. Okay, we're going to go up, side, and down. Make sure you're drawing those shoulder blades together. Pulling the belly button into the spine, lengthening. Be specific, up, side, down. Good, reversing the direction now. Side, up, down, side, up, down, side, up, down. A couple more. Good. Wiggle. Other leg. Up. Side. Down. Up. Side. Down. Up. And side. And down. Up. Side. Down. Up. Side. Down. Wiggle. Reverse. Side. Up. Pull the belly button in. Try not to arch the spine like this. We want to engage your shoulder blades. Lengthening through the head. Good. Just go back into a child's pose just to relax those shoulders. Good. Up into a plank. And we're going to go arm in and then out. Just keep it low. I'm going straight with the same knee as arm. Now I'm going to go across the body and out on the diagonal. Back to going straight line again. Just letting the legs straight back. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Back in for the other leg. Straight. And back, straight, back. Sorry, I mean in. I'm going straight. With the legs bent. On diagonal. Good. Last few. Back to the straight line. Good. Down. Roll up those shoulders. I might be a little fatigued from yesterday. I get it. Good. In that case, I'm just going into a bucket. And we're just going to go up and change. If you want, put the hands at the side. Now, if you want to be fancy, don't put the feet down in between. Keep those knees together. Try and keep the balance. Lengthening. Going double time. Keep the balance, it's pretty hard. And down. Good, just pull the knees into the chest. Give a circle. You're doing very well, I have to say. And the other way. Good, into a bridge. Up and down. Good. If you can, we're going to raise one leg. And down. And if you can, even more, straight towards the ceiling with the leg. Two more of those. And again. Good. Other side. Just start with one standard. Two standard actually. If you can, raise the other leg. And if you can, leg straight towards the ceiling. Keep going. Two more. Good stuff. Pull the toes into the butt. Up, out, in. Keep the hips high the whole time. Send them away. That way. Four more. So 4. And 3. And 2. Last one, you made it. Good. Rolling onto your side. And let's go elbows and knees. Lifting up through the ribs, leg out to the side. If you can, we're going to pulse. From here, if you can, go a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, just 4 today. And swing the knee forwards and back, kicking the plant behind you. Like you're trying to push a button with your knee. 3 and 4. Back to holding out, small pulses. And down. Other side. Make sure you're engaging through the shoulder blade with the arm, and if you can, pulsing. And going up. 2, 3, 4. Good. And swinging forwards and back. 2, 3, 4. And back to pulsing. And collapse. Good. Just sitting in the diamond, just wiggle out those poor glutes who are so unhappy with us now. Good. One last thing before we get up. Same as yesterday, we're going to go into a reverse plank, fingertips away from you, hips high. If you can, we're going to go up, 2, 3. Otherwise, just hold the plank. Let's go half time. Good, and down. Walking back. And forwards. Walking back. And forwards. Good. Rolling round. Wag your butt. Tuck the toes under and straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8. Just bend the knees, rolling up through the spine. Good. Just take towards the end of your mat. And we're going to raise the leg behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now don't put it down in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here, don't put it down. Gonna go 1. Staying on balance. 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna go change straight to the other leg and kicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And without putting the foot down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get ready for the kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Step behind and kick. Behind and kick. And the other leg. Good stuff. And nice and wide with the legs. Just working out through the shoulders. Good. Stepping behind with the hands. Change this to a rainbow hands. Yes, work it. Good. Small bounces. Go wider, small bounces. You're like, what's the cat? There's no cat, we're just doing small bounces. Good, shake it out. Well done, well done. Reach up. Lift up out of the hips and just lean over to one side. And to the other side. Rolling down to the spine. Put the weight in the ball of the right foot, put the left foot over the top, don't put any weight on it, just relaxing down, relax the head, but let the chest travel upwards and forwards. If you want, put the weight in the heel of that right foot, just send a stretch towards the butt. Now using your hands, put the weight a bit more in the toe, towards the ball of the foot, not the toe. Good, back to neutral, spend the right leg, transfer across, weight in the ball of the left foot, right foot over the front. Relax down, chest upwards and forwards. And just rock the weight to be in the back, the heel of the left foot. And use your hands to rock so that you're in the ball of the left foot or towards the ball of the left foot. Good, bend the leg, turn around. Index fingers in alignment, just step back into a simple down dog. Lift the butt towards the ceiling. Engage to the shoulder blades. Try and put the thighs on the wall behind you and just breathe, relax the head. It's dynamic stretch, you're always trying to lift the butt, always trying to put the feet behind, the thighs behind you on the wall. Good, knees down. Onto your backs. And just donut the legs, loosen out those hips. Using the hands, give a nice passive stretch through the hips. Good. Hands between the legs. Let the weight of the arms just stretch through the glute. If this is too intense, just grab behind the thigh rather than behind the shin. And let the sacrum lengthen out on the floor. Good, changing over, just nice, easy, opening up. And passively stretch. Looping through, relaxing the elbows down, letting the sacrum lengthen out on the floor. Let the weight of the arms do the work for you. Breathing into that butt cheek, relaxing through the hips.
Good, and just pointing the toes, send the small of the back into the floor, just bringing the legs in and out, just stretch across the small of the back. Really think about bursting that imaginary balloon between the small of your back and the ground the whole way through the journey, in and out. Good, take yourself over to the left hand side of the mat, put your left leg on top, arms to the side, fall over to the right. Wow, nice quick. If you're feeling comfy, look down that left arm, keep both shoulders on the floor. Let the weight of the legs do the work for you with gravity. Do a deep breath in, breathe out, come back, take yourself to the right hand side of your mat, right leg over left, fall over to the left hand side, looking down the right arm. Breathe in, breathe out, just come back to center. And lengthen out the right leg. Bring the knee up for the left leg, pull the toes back, lengthen the heel towards the ceiling. Dynamic nerve stretch, the toes are always going this way, heels always going up. Let the other leg relax deep into the floor. And then just point the toe, looping the hands behind wherever you can, keeping the leg straight, just let the knee travel towards the wall. That's the end of my playlist. Bend that leg, just replace it, and the other leg, knee goes up, pull the toes back, lengthen the heel towards the ceiling. Enjoying the nerve stretch, relax this hip into the floor. Good, and then just wherever you can hold, keeping the toes pointed. Just, again, this hip goes into the floor as you are just encouraging the knee towards the wall. Just until you find a stretch. Good, and to finish, just go back into the diamond. Legs in the diamond, elbows on knees, belly button upwards and forwards. And just wiggle. Working the knees into the floor, so that you get a stretch along the small of the back and also through the glutes. And then pulling the heels into the pelvis and little butterfly flutters. Nice and easy. Nothing extreme, no. Then with the spine straight, chest is going upwards and forwards, bring the belly button. Actually bring the belly button upwards and forwards. Lengthening through the head. If you want, you can just wiggle a little bit from side to side, just to help shift where the movement is. I'd like there's one more thing, because I think we should stretch out the quads. So you can either stand up and stretch out the quads, or just go there up to here and just point one knee towards the ground. So standing up is when you just take one foot by the ankle, bend the knee, bring the ankle towards your butt. And the other leg. Good stuff. Bringing yourself into a squat position. Butt towards the ceiling. Just hang over. Work. Legs nice and relaxed. Just work out through the spine. And in fact, let's just go a little bit wide and just swing out. Nice and heavy. Imagine you're like a sandbag. Someone's grabbed you in the middle and they're kind of shaking out that sand from the top part of the bag, which is your head. So the sand's just making a lovely sort of trail on the floor. A little bit of DIY and look down. Good, and bend the knees, rolling up through the spine.
Lovely. That is our leg day. Tomorrow's stretchy day. Yay. Hope the blood's moving now. Thank you for joining me once again. Please feel free to keep on stretching. Make sure that you haven't got tension through here. And like I said, if you are getting tension through there, you've got spiky ball, roll them out, and foam rollers, if you know how to use those. Heat therapy, if you you have like a bath or a hot water bottle's nice. Self-massage also good, but keep on stretching as well. And of course, if you've got any problems, see your healthcare professional. All right, team, thank you so much. Lovely to have your company once again. Please be kind to yourself and to others.